Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Sorry that I haven't been on for a while. I've just been going through it with, my health and also everything that has been going on in the world. As you know, it's been insane and it's been inhumane. And we just need to pray and come together and unite, because when we all come together, that's when we can fight the enemy, and my heart breaks for all the families that are being torn apart, guys. It's just too much. Like it's become so overwhelming seeing everything that is going on in the world and in our country, and it's just like when people don't empathize or they don't have like nothing to say, it's because it doesn't concern them or it doesn't affect them. Like it is just so heartbreaking, because you don't have to agree with like your beliefs or whatever, but it's something that it's like, what is the word, like when thank you, Papa, when right from wrong. You don't need to have beliefs or uh, be in politics or any of that to know what's wrong and what's right, and I just like, sorry guys, I'm like being a mess, but it just, it breaks my heart because our generation is I don't know, this generation is just all messed up, and it makes me scared and worried for the future of our own children. Like instead of going forward, we're going backwards, and it's 2025. Like things should be so much better. Things shouldn't be going backwards, and it's just heartbreaking seeing all these children being apart from their parents, and all these hardworking people that are not criminals being detained, and people doing it the right way and they're still being detained after their court hearings, and I know people are going to disagree all the time and try to argue that they should do it the right way, but people that are doing it the right way, they're still getting detained and getting deported, and it just breaks my heart, because imagine that being you. Imagine you being taken away from your children, or your children being taken away from you. Imagine that feeling, that fear, and I don't know, it just breaks my heart. And as Latinos, like, we should come together, because we're here, we were born here thanks to our, our parents or our grandparents, because someone had to come here illegally for us to have a chance, for us to be able to be born here. Or even if you weren't born here, but you were brought by your parent, like they sacrificed everything for you to have a better life. And then for people to turn their backs on their own people when they know what it's like because someone in their family was illegal. And it's just heartbreaking to see all these influencers just being so selfish and just promoting their own makeup line, or going with life like nothing's going on, like everything's normal. And and I know I don't have like a lot of subscribers, but at least I have, enough for people to see what's going on, if maybe they're, not educated. And you don't have to be I can't even say it. Educated. You don't have to be educated to know what's going on, like I feel like it's just an excuse for people to be like, oh well, I'm not informed enough, or this and that. Like, no, right from wrong. You don't have to, you know be a genius, be this special thing to know what's going on. And um I just pray for this world, God, because that's why we need Jesus, because people are just so heartless. Like they don't have a heart anymore for people. They're selfish. All they care about is themselves, what benefits them. And we can't stay quiet. We need to speak up for what is right. And it's just so sad to see what's going on after all the generations before us, all that they fought for it to go backwards, you know. And I'm just so glad and happy that my grandma, she doesn't have to see none of this, and she's in heaven, because I can't imagine her feeling, you know, all these emotions that we're feeling in this generation. And I don't know, my heart just breaks. And just pray that we can come closer to God, because the only way we can defeat evil is knowing God's love and praying for people to open their eyes and open their hearts, and to be just, I don't know, like to be not selfish. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not good with my words, but like for people to stop being selfish, and people to start caring for others more than they care about themselves, and like to have compassion for the, you know, the elderly, the children, the mothers, you know, the women that work so hard, that do the work that people won't do here. We are so blessed and spoiled, you know, that we take for granted what we got. And the people that are here illegally, like, they work for the minimum, you know, like they work so hard. They work day and night to provide for their families, to send money to whatever country they're from, you know, and they're getting paid the minimum, and the jobs that they do no one else would do, you know, and they don't complain. And that is so honorable, you know. Like, we need to honor them, because they are hardworking people. They have beautiful hearts. They would take a shirt off their back to give it to you. And like, I was seeing those videos, like the whole protesting in LA, like how, like, you know, some of the police officers were getting tased, or not tased, I think mazed, or like the gas tanks, like gas bombs, whatever they're called, like it was getting in their eyes. And like the people in the restaurant, you know, they were putting milk in their eyes, like they were still helping them, you know. And that shows you what our community is, you know. They're all about love and being there for one another, and not caring about how you look, what skin color you have, you know. And like, it is scary, because like, you know, and they're also like, you know, attacking, or like, what is it called, like where they're getting U.S. citizens, you know. They're just going based on how we look, our skin color. Is not just about like, oh, we're just going after the criminals or the illegals. They're going towards everybody that looks Latino, you know. And the thing that frustrates me is that they're using God, and God is not about that. God is not about hate. God is not about division. God is not about discrimination, just pure evil, you know. They're doing the opposite of what God is. God is love. God is a God of compassion. And even in the Bible it says, you know, like, give love to the foreigners, you know, to the like illegals, the aliens, you know. Like, we gotta love one another the same. We're all bleed the same. We're all the same people, you know. Like, we're all God's children. And we cannot teach our kids hate, you know. And that's what makes me worried about, sorry guys, about like, you know, like all these people that are racist, what they're teaching their families, you know. And that's why that curse never breaks, because it's just, they're teaching every generation to have hate in their heart, to feel like they're better, and that people that are not, don't look like them, they're less, when it's not the truth, you know. And like, I know God, you know, God is in control. God is a just God. And even though right now it looks like evil is winning, it's not, because God has already won the battle, even though we can't see it at the moment. But God will bring justice. And those people are going to have to come in front of God, before God, and they are going to have to give, you know, account for everything that they've done in this life, you know. And none of us are perfect, obviously. We're all sinners, but the people that are evil are gonna have to deal with God for what they're doing. And all I can ask, guys, is for you guys to pray and to just hold on, guys. Just stay strong. It's been like heavy in on my heart, and sometimes I just have to take a break from the videos that I watch on TikTok, because it does take over. And the kind of person that I am, it really touches my heart, and like it really affects me mentally, emotionally, and even with my health. I feel like it has been triggered by everything that is going on all around the world, guys. And it just breaks my heart for those people that are going through this. And I just pray that we could all come together and just do the right thing, guys. And just pray to God, and just pray for everybody, God, people, you know. And just ask God to just show you like what we gotta do to help our community, and for God to change those people's hearts, because only God can do that. And please stay safe out there, guys. I love you guys so much. And I will come back with like a haul or something, but I just felt like the right thing to do was to speak about this. I know I wanted to do it a while ago, but I just was not in the right mind, and I still feel like I'm a mess. And today is my birthday. I should be celebrating, but I just feel like my heart is just aching for those people that are going through this, our people that are going through this. And I think I might just turn off the comments, guys. And the only reason is because I don't know, I just don't want to go back and forth with people. That happened last time when I spoke about this, and I'm not in the right mind to deal with this, you know. I just gotta pray, and we don't have to agree with me, but I just want to give my point, or like what I believe in. And yeah, but anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being so patient with me. I'll start coming back doing videos, guys, but I just hope you guys understand, and I'm there with you guys. I'm praying for everybody that has a family or knows someone that is going through something like this. And just know that my heart goes out to you, and we're in this together, and know that God is in control. Even though right now everything looks like it's been defeated, but no, God has defeated the enemy. So God is working even when we can't see it. He is, and He's a just God, and everything will be where it's supposed to be, with God's, you know, with God's promise. And I love you guys, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.